Got it.
We got the gun blueprint.
Gun blueprint
so that
acquired.
is
Got
done.
it. Ooh, I've made guns.
I've made 2 guns.
2 guns.
I gave one to Sly's group, and then we kept one.
Yep, sounds
They
fair.
gave us 150 butt coin to go towards it. So
Beautiful, love it.
Yep. So we have 1 gun in the
stash. Note this down, chat.
Sly and them have a gun in their house. They are not going to pull it out or use it because they're going to help us with these guns for when we go to the ammunition. So they're not going to risk losing any gun right now, and also we shouldn't either. Also, there's no point in having it because unfortunately right now we do not have any ammo or clips, like magazines with ammo in them. So they're rendered useless at the moment. Now, in order for us to get those, we need to get the blueprints. That's 250 butt coin. Right now, we're pretty bare bones because obviously I've drained the vast majority of butt coin that we had, and then the other the boys, they pitched in to fill up the rest. Obviously, we are still getting a lot of butt coin every hour, so like we're moving up pretty quick again. But as of right now, we basically need to hold off and recollect butt coin.
What's our current supply at?
I haven't done a count, but it would be below 20. Now, remember,
Noted.
KJ has a significant amount, right? I think he's at like 40 yesterday, so he's probably close to 50 now, if not above it. Obviously, Sly and his boys, they are still getting a bunch of shit. Once auto-tune. All right, no problem. Sorry, that was Archie. Okay, so yes. So obviously KJ's got some butt. We've got some butt, but not a lot. We're just kind of recouping. And then also, of course, there's Plum's butt coin. We also haven't spoke to Plum in several days, so I don't know if he's acquired the purple dongle. So we should ask about that as well. We still have 3 spare dongles, but this is what I'm thinking, Mick. I had a big think about this morning. Especially now that it seems like X and Marty are at each other's throats. They were arguing heavily earlier today. And then I got a crazy phone call, which I'll tell you about. But before I get to that, let's talk about these dongles.
I will say this: we can't put too much into Marty and Jean Paul arguing. I mean, they argue all the time.
Of course. But it was the follow-up phone call that threw me for a loop.
Tell me.
But I'll get to that in a sec. This is what I'm thinking. My guess, like, think about this logically for a sec, Mick. This laundromat heist, we need 6 dongles. Now, what happens after we get the 6 dongles? Is the laundromat just irrelevant to a group that already got all 6?
Probably not.
You're not. Exactly. You're not going to want to spend 75 butt coin to get a $20,000 lick. That's just not a good trade. Like, that's what's in the back. So we'll say 25K after you're done getting the coins and everything. So essentially,
here's what I
think. Okay, go for it. What do you think?
Briefly, we probably need to get all 6 of these different colored things. And then at that point, we then can get an opportunity to get a colored laptop, like a green laptop. But then we have to have to get the different colored laptops. So it'll be a new job where, we get a green laptop on this job. But then we need to then get a blue laptop, then a purple laptop, then a yellow laptop. So not only do we need to hit the laundry store 6 times with the 6 different dongles, we actually have to do it another like 36 times to get the 6 different colored laptops. Then once we have the colored laptops, then we get the colored thermite. And then once we get the rainbow colored thermite, at that point, then I can activate Hope for No Escape, which takes the difference in our life points and then allows me to draw a number of cards for every 1,000 difference of life points between us. I'm sorry, I overcooked there. What were we talking about?
Okay, well, mine's actually not too far off from that. It's actually pretty far off, but it's not too far off. What I'm thinking is, I believe that when we get all of these, we're going to pass it in and we're going to get a tier 2 dongle. Now, with the tier 2 dongle, I don't know. That's going to unlock another thing. So I'm thinking potentially we may have to continue to keep hitting this even after we get 6. Because if not, each group is going to hit this thing until they get all 6 and never do a laundromat again. It'll be rendered useless. And I don't think that that's going to be the case. So what we should be doing And what we should ask ourselves and have a serious conversation is, maybe, Mickey, there's a chance that we are rushing to get all of these when two things could happen. Number one, the thing that we get at the end of all of this may not actually be anything that we can use right now, which means if we make bad trades or we get too hasty, we might actually be shooting ourselves in the foot, because we might get there first, but by the time we can use the thing that we got, everybody else will have catched up or have caught up. Now, I'm not saying that to slow everybody down, but I think it's something that we need to be aware of, because right now we have 3 of the other 6 again, which means if we need to get a second set of all 6, maybe we shouldn't be so quick to trade off multiples for one if we're going to have to do everything again. Or at the worst case, there's going to be tons of groups out there that does not have 75 Bitcoin times 10 to hit all of them so they can get 6 individuals. We could package and sell all 6 together for cash or Bitcoin or both combined.
That could be fucking nice.
Yes.
I will say this. I 100% agree. I think it comes down to the amount. A 1-for-1 trade for one that we need, obviously, that's good. 2-for-1, I would still say is good. I think it's
if they're friends. If they're friends, I think that's good.
I'd say at 3-for-1, we probably don't need to.
No, that's bad life choice. That's a horrible life choice.
Yeah, I think I 100% agree. I think I'm willing to do a 2-for-1, and that's about as far as I'll go. At least for the initial set.
Well, you know what else we could do is, if we're really hard up for Bitcoin, which we need right now for the other stuff, we can go to other groups and say, listen, we'll sell you these dongles that we have at 50 Bitcoin each. They take no risk. They don't need to get the 25 dongle. We've already made cash through there, and we get Bitcoin faster so we can get magazines and bullets, assuming we can't make a trade for a purple. So we make the deal so sweet that they go, well, why in the fuck would we spend 75 baht for the chance to get one when we could spend 50, get one right now with no risk, and still hit another one if we wanted to, and we get an adequate amount of Bitcoin so that we can go and get the blueprints that we need. These are just all options that we can put out on the table, right?
Okay. I love that, because I wanted to talk about what kind of business we do. Let's deal in that business, OTT. Think about how many people want the fucking rush of hitting laundry and then the rush of hitting what's after that.
Correct.
What if what if the company does not provide? We're not a fucking gang. We don't go, I don't want us going around clapping people. What if we are the source of being able to generate jobs for other people? Those with less Bitcoin capability. We are so far ahead in that realm. It's funny.
We need to take advantage of.
Exactly. We've giga invested into Bitcoin.
Correct.
Let's sell the opportunities that Bitcoin gives us.
Nailed it. And we can still do that while simultaneously still progressing ourselves. I'm not suggesting for a second we get rid of any dongles that we actually need, but we have options now that we have so many doubles. We can do so many things with it. And there's tons of people out there that do not want to invest $150,000, $200,000 into a mining rig and wait long enough to get the Bitcoin to do the things. We've already put in the groundwork. We can have an upcharge for that. We can build connections. We can rekindle old connections. We can do a lot of things by simply just using our doubles. And we're going to have so much Bitcoin that we can continue to hit the laundromat even though we don't need to after we get 6.
And we should continue to hit the laundromat. And here's what we do. We give those opportunities to people within the company who need the fucking practice, the training. Yes, the experience. Exactly. And then whatever things we don't need, we outsource it to the rest of the city, the hungry up and coming criminals. And even if the way of the past OTT was, groups keeping things super close to their chest, only working within their own, sort of confines. We pave a new way. We become, the company that helps you. Our business is in helping you do your business. Bam. And that's something new.
That's a good motto. I like that.
Our business is your business.
Is helping. Our business is helping your business.
Oh, wait. Yes.
Yes. You see that? You see that? We're cooking. We're cooking. Are we overcooking right now? Maybe. I don't know. I don't think so. I think it smells good, whatever we're cooking.
I think that might be the long-term trajectory for what we want to do.